Coach on your right here, Tim.
Ime, I wasn't there, obviously, but the game against Golden State the other night, you could feel through the screen the level. It was just a different regular season game level. And going through that, coming here, playing for money, there's a trophy at the end, all that good stuff. Just what can this week do to help your young guys see what the big thing really is at the end of that you're ultimately chasing?
Yeah, I think it's good to play in those different situations that you mentioned for a lot of guys that haven't tasted the playoffs yet. Something on the line, and so meaningful basketball is really good for our young guys. They haven't had a ton of those games. We did it last year somewhat at the end of the season, playing for something. We were still in the mix, but to play in this and make it here and obviously try to take another step will include us growing in those areas and going through those things for the first time. So we have some vets that have been there, done that, as well as coaches, but for them to go through it for the first time, they said they could feel the intensity. The crowd was different, the environment was different, and so to pass that step and to have to take on another good team here will be a good test for us, but all these things are invaluable for our growth.
Yeah.
For us, it's just, ever since I've played, that was me, but also the teams that I've coached with, I understand the importance of that and how it impacts winning, and so for me, something simple as that, and it's not negotiable that if you're going to win at a high level, you have to be able to do that. And so all of our quote-unquote non-defenders that have really grown in those areas, we've seen them grow in a year or two. And, it's just in general, there's only going to be a few guys that can really score at that level that really impact the NBA game like that. But there's other ways you can get in and carve out a role and a niche in the league.
Last question on your left, Tim.
Going back to the other night against the Warriors, all the focus on that foul with a few seconds left overshadowed the fact you guys shut them out for the last few minutes. What did you think of there being so much focus on that foul, and then what did you see from your guys in those last few minutes?
Yeah, I saw a great effort. Obviously, you have to make some shots to get back in it, but we really locked down on that end. I think we were pretty stingy all game for them to only have 90 in general, but the last minutes when we had to have stops, we got them. Our activity was great, especially on Curry. I think Alperen did an amazing job moving his feet and kind of taking him away from his shots there. But yeah, it was more so than me focused on the last foul. It was everything that led up to it, which was getting the stops, getting those rebounds and getting the scores, but also timely possessions, time and score that we attacked and got quick baskets and got us into that 2-for-1 situation late in the game. And so I loved how, Fred got on the floor, Jalen got on the floor and made those plays to even be in that position. And the refs call what they call, and we got to, you kind of live through that. But also had to take and make those big free throws late in the game. And so Jalen did that. Credit to him, but I loved how we guarded at the end. But overall for the game, we have 6 or so 24-second violations against a pretty high-level offensive team. You're doing some good things.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Over here on your right.
Hey, Fred. I'm curious, what your experience has been like, coming from Toronto where you played for one team your whole career, kind of worked your way up to be a veteran, and now coming over here, with this young team, and now you're really getting a chance to see them flourish. What's that been like for you?
It's been fun. I really haven't had this much fun playing in a long time. So, guys' journey and success, and you see, being able to enjoy the little things again. After winning a championship, you kind of get spoiled and get jaded, you just always focused on getting back to that mountaintop, which is hard to do. So to be back with a group that's just excited to win, I mean, you saw the reaction after we won the other night, to go here, like getting back to enjoying the little things and the small victories, but also trying to be that example for these guys to know kind of what it looks like when you want to win big.
One thing that I remember on the podcast, you talked about being a small guard, especially in this new NBA. All we hear about is the big guards now, but what can you say in terms of to the prospects out there that are aspiring to be like you and aren't the big guards out there? What can you say to them in terms of defending, playing 94 feet, picking up full court, doing those little things, and how that can get you a role and get you in the NBA? Then you could show the bag work like you, and how you can carve out that role.
I think I always just focus on winning, and I was just trained and developed as a kid to be a winner, and the only thing that matters is wins and losses. And so however that comes about for each individual is different. For me, it's just trying to find impact, whether that's defensively, making plays, or getting guys shots, making my teammates better. I try to bring value wherever I go and make everyone around me better wherever I go, and it's something that I've had some success doing. obviously the work in terms of your skill work and the talent as a player. Once you get in the big stages and the moments, that's when the work shines. But I think with the way the game has grown now, with so many different stats and analytics and different things, how we consume the game, I think people kind of forget, like, the name of the game is wins and losses, you know what I mean? And so if you're a type of player that contributes to that in a major way, you know, you'll have success. We're excited to be here. I wouldn't say we're happy to be here in terms of, like, we're just happy to be here. We want to win. We want to win the whole thing. That was our goal from the beginning, was to come here and win the championship. Just getting here is not really was our goal. But it's new. It's new to everybody. I mean, I think I watched LeBron James pop champagne in December last year. You know what I mean?
I don't know, give me a shirt. I gotta get a goggle. Oh, I need goggles. I gotta get a goggle. Where's the goggle? I ain't did that before. I did this the whole time. Yeah, they over here.
Like, I don't know if anybody could have ever imagined that 20 years ago. So it's new to everybody, and I'm just enjoying it, staying in the moment and enjoying the moment, and just realizing, you know, what we're building for our group, you know, may be different from everybody else, but we're on our own journey and our own path, and just, you know, reminding our guys to stay in the moment, go out there and, you know, play your butt off.
We'll take questions. Boom mics around the room. First question, Kelly on the left. 2.
Jalen, just in terms of the mentality of not only yourself but the team going into a game like this, where's your head at right now?
Oh no! You know, this is a big moment for us as a team, collectively coming out and be able to show, like, who we is, and I think we finna fall short of that.
Jonathan on the left.
How can the experience of being here, being in this setting, help this team grow?
I mean, we win it, then it shows that, you know, we ready. I've said it. I think all of my teammates have pretty much said it, that the goals is the playoffs. I think the atmosphere and, you know, the play style of the cup is similar to the playoffs. So we're getting a taste of it right now, and yeah.
Kelly on the left again.
Just given that the season is still at least 60 more games or so left to go, how do you kind of tweak your brain from going from a big game tomorrow to, okay, we still have games in December, January, and so on and so forth?
I mean, that got to do with, like, you know, preparation, just locking in with the trainers and stuff. I'm pretty sure everybody got a routine that, you know, we could lock into, and or that they could lock into themselves. But yeah, that just got to do with staying ready, cold tub, things like that.
Next question here in the front. Just hold on for the mic right here.
Good talking. Good seeing you. Just want to ask you about, you know, first off, the start of your rookie season. This team is completely different from the wins and losses category. Even for you being a leader too, I've seen all the stuff you've done with your team during this summer to bring that camaraderie now. What can you say has been the biggest difference from, you know, your rookie season all the way up until now that you've seen, even for your growth and the team's growth?
I would say just how we all interact with each other. You know, it's more so like a family, not a group. And, you know, the way we handle losses, the way we handle wins, the way we communicating on the court is very different from when I was first here. Like, the people I had around